Welcome, everyone, to this edition of Talented Universe, our special Tangled Up in Christmas edition. And we are so excited. Now, I'm going to say this before we even get started. If you haven't seen the movie that is available on Amazon Prime, we are sadly going to have spoilers. I threw the link in the chat room. If you can't do that and you'd rather just click something fast and get it, go to our new website, talented-universe.com, and there is a link on the main page of that. So hopefully, you will all see it and enjoy. And now I'd like to introduce my co-hosts. Let me throw up this again. Liz, how are you doing today?
I am doing absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so excited to talk about this movie because you guys all know I am Christmas cuckoo for Christmas movies.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And Marcia, how are you doing? And I am going to have you introduce our special guests today.
I am doing great. I am so delighted to be here today. Even though I'm in warm Northeast Florida, I still get Christmassy because I'm originally from New York, so I always think snow and cold. But I'm thrilled to have Michael Nelson and Molly Flanagan here today to talk about Tangled Up in Christmas. Oh my goodness, what a delight. How are you two today?
We're doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah.
How about you, Michael?
I'm doing fantastic.
And Molly, I see you have on your a Christmas sweater.
Yes, I do.
Does that have a story?
This actually is from the movie. It's one of the sweaters that it's a Fat Cat sweater. I found it because I did wardrobe also for the movie, and I found it for the role of Tess, who Tess's role plays Sam, my sister. And I found this Fat Cat sweater, and I was like, "This is perfect. It's so whimsical." And then it was time to do returns, and I was like, "I'm keeping this sweater. It's mine."
Well, why don't we start there? Give us a kind of an overall look at what the movie is about. I mean, I could tell you, but I'd like to hear you tell it.
Sure. So Tangled Up in Christmas is your classic Christmas rom-com comedy. Classic Christmas movie with all the fun tropes. But instead of just being the big city girl who goes to the small town, falls in love with the local handyman, we made it more about two sisters learning to work together, rekindle their relationships. And so we wanted it to be more about a family coming back together than the classic Christmas trope. And so we wanted to put our own spin on it and make it a little bit more of a grounded story with a lot of romanticism to it.
So when you say we, you really mean we, because it's your movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We wrote it together. We produced it together. We starred in it. Michael directed it. Yeah, we have been with this movie from the very beginning and all the way to the end. So it being up on Amazon Prime is honestly, it still doesn't feel real. We had a few cast members over last night to watch it, and it just was very surreal for them to watch it for the first time when I could quote you this entire movie with all the cadences all the way through because I've just sat with it for so long.
You've lived it.
I've lived it.
Did you have Christmas cookies?
We did, yeah.
The Tess made?
Well, we had some that looked like it, but they weren't her cookies. They were actually good. They were okay.
Well, how long has this movie been germinating in your minds? Where did it start?
We shot it 2 years ago this December. We started writing it in June of that previous year. So 2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We really wanted, we want to make movies, and we had an idea for a Christmas movie because we love Christmas, and we hadn't written a feature together yet. And so we started brainstorming about some ideas, and they just kind of started falling onto the page.
It
really happened very
Yeah,
organically
it
in terms of
really-
the script writing process.
It did. It was. I feel like now it's really sad. I feel like any other script we're trying to write now, it's like hard. This Christmas movie just like
Flowed.
it just came out.
Yeah.
Fell
Definitely.
on the page.
Yeah, it did. It was so easy. I think because we really brought out the best of both of us and the characters. They were very like personal touches, I think, for
Yeah.
every character.
When I watched the movie, it got me from the very, very beginning because Molly, you go a little wild at your job, let me say, which I thought was hysterical. How much fun was it for you to do the scene with at your job with?
It was so much fun. It was really nerve-wracking because we only could do that one time. We were
Really?
able to
Wow.
do it. We could do it one more time because we had the reset of the wardrobe. But it would be better if it was only once just for timing, because then we would have to go dry his hair. It would be it would take a lot more time in our small production time.
And we were out of time on the
And we
set
were
too.
already-
We had to get out.
Yeah, it was like the very last thing. So it was really nerve-wracking to be like, this is the one thing you got. So it's just like, oh my God, please, 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 please work. But it was very fun. All of the reactions, I think, they're so fun. So I really enjoyed it. I've never done something like that in my real life. So I feel like it was
Bucket list item.
Yeah, I think it was a bucket list item to get to do that.
We also tested it
Yes.
on me
Yes.
previously.
I love that.
Because we wanted to make sure it was going to look good. And when Frank shows back up later on, the stain
Yes,
on the shirt is like really bad.
It's gross. Yeah.
And that's from when we tested it on
Yeah.
me in the shower.
Oh, that's
And, I mean,
hilarious.
she got me worse than she got Frank.
I did. But it was really funny.
All that
the-
pent up
yeah.
rage.
Yeah. But it was really funny we have like a very funny behind the scenes video of making that sweater like dirtied. And it's like this really gross, weird eggnog with like other coloring in it. And it's just Michael's just in the shower, like with the wardrobe on. And it's just like getting these things just thrown in his face just constantly on like a loop to get it in the same.
What's going to look the best?
Yeah.
But we're going to get to see all those behind the scenes. You're going to do a reel for us so that we can.
Sure.
Yeah, we have so many. I know I've been thinking about doing those. Like, a lot of people also say the train scene is fake. They're like, that looks fake. I'm like, I have all the BTS to show you that it's real. It's a real train. Yeah.
Deafeningly loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we could go through scene by scene, but then on the plane with sister with the seat, I am so glad that you stood up to that woman and made her move. I loved it. I was thinking, oh, please don't succumb. Please don't succumb.
I love that. I wish I did have that. I wish I had more of that. I wish I had more of Liz in that regard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
A lion.
A lion. Yeah, like Sam says.
Okay, we're going to go to Liz.
Not the Liz from the show. Although, I have to tell you something. You guys must have spy cameras around my house, because that Liz and your mother in the show was 100%, 1000% my personality to a T. I mean, I am, career driven, totally focused, organized, clipboards, the whole bit. And if it's not done my way, it's done wrong, and I can get in there and do it better. However, Sam is 100% my daughter. I swear to God, the only thing is my daughter can cook, whereas Sam obviously couldn't. But it's the same thing. The flighty kitty experience, the joyfulness of it, the whole bit. I'm like, you have got to have spies in my room to have gotten this for content material.
No, that was something that was really important to us in the writing process for these characters, and making it a grounded story, because these people exist in our lives, and like the things that Liz is going through, we're all going through, and we wanted to make it not so just like, yeah, a cheesy Christmas movie. We wanted to make it something real. We wanted to make it something that felt more like the movies from the 90s, where they were just like romantic, grounded thing. And comedy happens, and things happen because those things happen in life. And we really wanted her to have this story that we don't really see in Christmas movies. And we wanted to make sure that it was really grounded in like a real person.
Yeah.
When you guys wrote this, and I know you said you were doing different things, exploring different ideas, do you have anybody in your lives that kind of gave you the push to some of these ideas? I mean, kind of the character, but either blown up more or not as bad.
It's really, I think that Sam and Tess are
They're
sorry. The character Sam and my character Liz are kind of both of me and us.
They're the best and worst of both of us.
Yeah, like
That's right.
I'm also very organized. I'm very clipboard. I want everything done in a specific way. And then I'm also kind of a goblin. My friends call me Goblin Molly because I'm just very not in a bad way, like not goblin bad, but just like, I don't know how to describe, whimsical and
yeah, you're very whimsical.
Yeah.
And for me, it was very much like Sam has a very carefree attitude. Things happen, and it's like, okay, that's not a big deal, which is very much my sentiment of just that happened, let it go, move on. But there's also that it's kind of a shell of she's masking what's hiding underneath a lot because she is in pain. She misses her sister. And Liz has all of these things going on with her life that she's masking and is trying to put on this brave face, but she hates her job. She has no friends.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand. She has all these things that she planned and none of them are working, which I really resemble.
Yeah. And it was also really important when we were writing it. I really wanted Liz to either be divorced or going through a divorce. I don't think there's any Christmas movies that really have people being divorced or getting divorced. They're normally single or they're widowed. There's not this like the messiness of what is happening when people are separating. I have been divorced, and like I know many people that are divorced or have parents that are divorced. So living that and getting to also represent that, I think, was really important. And Liz, you were going to say something about your mom, I think.
Oh no, I was just saying that your mom in the show was also part of that character as that. But speaking of moms and different things, you worked with family on this. How was it to actually work with family on set?
Oh, I cried. Okay, sorry. Okay. It was really, I feel like it's all also like kind of becoming real that we did do this with family. Like now that it's out and like watching it and like they're watching it. It was really, really special. I grew up doing community theater. My parents, when they met doing community theater. So it was a really big thing for me. And getting to have my family be involved was really special. My dad played my dad. My stepmom played Donna. And we were filming at my mom and stepdad's house. Like the interiors of the family home was their home. And they very graciously let us film there and had our entire crew there. So it was really special to kind of have the whole family be part of making this dream, because my family's always been very supportive of my dreams. But since I lived in Chile for a really long time, they never really got to come to concerts. They didn't get to come to my performances. It was always kind of like, here's a video that I kind of got to take. But so this was like getting to have them be in the passenger seat and like driving a lot of times too of making this dream happen. Yeah.
And Molly's dad, he did theater his whole life, and he actually moved to LA when he was younger, and wanted to be in movies, and ended up moving back home to Missouri when it wasn't working out. And so getting to be there when he got to finally be a part of a movie that his daughter was making was so incredible, because it was her dream is part of him. And the dinner scene near the end of the movie was so powerful for me watching it as a director, because I got to also see his reactions and her mom's reactions to seeing Molly actually perform firsthand. And I think that's a beautiful moment for a parent to see their kid doing the thing that they love and crushing it.
Oh yeah. And one thing I actually wanted to ask you, Michael, in particular, who came up with the dad jokes, and do you do as much dad jokes in real life like that?
Yes.
You do, really? Wow.
All day long.
I had so much fun writing that scene. It just kept going.
All the dad jokes, I was like, at some point we were writing it, and I was like, I think it needs to stop. And he was like, no, it's going to keep going.
God. The thing is, they're dad jokes, but they're good dad jokes.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah, he comes up with them all the time. We have a little series that we wanted to make of all his dad jokes that he like records that I am not prepared for.
You should. You absolutely should. Like little clips or different things. Because I know on YouTube there's a couple of different couples that do something similar to that. You know, like the voiceover with the wife or whatever.
Yeah.
But you either should do that or like a book of all the dad jokes. You know, we need an updated one.
They're really good.
Yeah, they are. They are really good. And speaking of really good, the one thing I really liked on the plane was Dieter Kessel, as far as his sassiness on that. Oh my God, did he nail that role? Now, here's the thing. Was it more improv or was it written?
That was mostly improv. He did that. When he like closed his hands. Close. That was him in his audition, and we loved it so much. I have immediately. You know, this was the first time we've been mass casting actors for something that was really important to us. And when we saw him do that, I had a heart attack that he might not be available for the movie, because he's actually a flight attendant as well. Yeah. And I can't have someone else doing this role. It has to be him.
So good.
And it's like you wrote it for him specifically.
Basically.
Yeah, and he was so fantastic, and would like chat. You know, we chatted with him on the day to also get his opinion. You know, because like you can write a flight attendant, but like getting the actual input from a flight attendant to be like, this will just be so upsetting for a flight attendant was like fantastic. We'll just like use these.
And like some of the overhead speak and stuff like that, you know, we wrote what we thought a flight attendant might say, and he let us know like this is what would actually be said, and this is what we might actually say on a plane. It was like, oh, thank you. Please improv that. That would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that literally, watching that particular scene on the plane made the movie even more spectacular. He was kind of like the cherry on the top. It was absolutely great.
Yeah, like when he slow turns, when she's like, I just need a second.
He's like,
yeah.
That was so funny.
And his face in the background when he's out of focus, but you can see his face when we're like breathing into the paper bags. You can see his face he's just so over us. Mm-hmm. He just can't handle us anymore. He needs us off that plane.
Most definitely. Marcia, I'm going to sleigh right it over to you.
Well, since we're in the funny humor part, the pratfalls that you did, Molly, at the near the end over the backwards over the sofa.
Oh, yes.
Funny.
Yes. I did fall. We're doing it, and the first time we did it, it was actually a mistake. I didn't mean to fall over the couch, and it actually worked so well that we were like, just keep doing it. And so like in the wider one, I fell, and then the one that I like really hit hard was when it was on the little girl Nora. I hit the ground hard. That was a full just onto the butt, onto the floor. But it was such a funny funny moment. Then the fact that it was a mistake at first is, you know, I think you just
That's
and I
where the
kept
real gems come
and I
from.
just kept going too after I fell the first time. That was an accident, and then they were like, okay, well, you got to do it again now, and so then
Which is honestly, that's the most important thing for any actor is when you screw up, you keep going, you stay in. That's where the magical things are discovered, because that's where life lives. So many of the things that happened in the movie happened because someone flubbed something or someone did something wrong, and you just keep going. And it's like, well, no, that's the one we're going to use because that was perfect.
Yeah. So that was, it was so funny that it was not scripted, and then it was like afterwards, like, how could we not have thought of that? Like, but it worked great.
So, Michael, did you say, hey, as the director, when it happened, a light bulb went off and you went,
I was like, oh no, that's perfect, because that's Molly.
It's me.
That is
me.
Molly. Molly will be that lady in the horror movie that trips over nothing when the person is chasing her. And so for me, the light bulb moment was, Liz has come off so rigid this whole time, and she's finally showing that inner person where she resembles her sister and her dad a lot more, and because they are so similar. And when they first get to the house, one of the little Easter eggs we threw into the scene, you can see them going up the back of the stairs, and they we wanted that to be just like a little gem that shows life happening outside. And when she tripped over the sofa, it called that back to that for me. And I was like, oh, we have to do that. It's so perfect.
That's one of the wonders of having the ability through video to go back a little bit, and because I look at that and I went, what's going on back there?
I love that. That's definitely what we wanted. Yeah. And my dad was super into it too. He's like, we're like, you're just gonna be having trouble, taking the bag up the stairs. And he's like, I'm gonna fall. I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I got it. And so
everybody else was like, no, you don't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. And I'm over here going like, you live your life. You do what you want to do. Do it. And then he did it. And it was like, that was so funny.
It was so funny.
It was great.
It was perfect.
And talking about your sister Tess, she really brought it. She was up here from the beginning, and discovering her for this role, how was that, Michael?
So we met Tess. I think this is a really interesting story. We met Tess at the 48-Hour Film Festival. We were questioning, we were still casting. We weren't really sure, who was going to play most of the major characters. And, we were throwing around a couple names of people that we know or are connected to. And it just wasn't feeling it. Yeah. And then, so we did a short film for the 48-Hour Film Festival, and Tess, we saw her on the screen, and I leaned over to Molly and I was like, I think she needs to be Sam.
And I was like,
right.
And I was like, but in my head, I was more nervous that we didn't know her. And it's also, we were doing this crazy filming. We'd be like, hey, do you want to join in 2 weeks?
Do you want to go on? And we're leaving in 3 weeks, and we're going to go live in Missouri for 3 weeks. You want to do this? It's super low budget. So, I'll pay you with vibes, good vibes. And it's crazy adventure. And I was like, she needs to be Sam. She was like, I don't know. I was like, no, she's going to be Sam.
I really wasn't sure.
She's going to be Sam.
I wasn't sure if she was going to say yes. And I really didn't.
She's going to say yes.
I didn't want him to get his hopes up.
She's going to say yes. And so I looked her up on Instagram. And by the way, she won Best Actress for that film festival for that year.
Right.
And well-deserved.
She's fantastic.
She's incredible. And so I looked her up on Instagram. And when I found her, I realized not only were we following each other, we had exchanged phone numbers 4 years prior.
Oh, wow.
What? And I started just racking my brain about it. When I first moved here, my cousin, who lives in Alaska, happened to know a couple people here from college. And so he was visiting, and he wanted to introduce me to one of those people, which was Tess. And so
It's
the three of us sat down to coffee and we exchanged numbers and then never talked again. And so I sent her a photo of my cousin. He's like, hey, do you know this guy? Because I think that's how we met. She was like, yeah, I know that guy. And so we had actually met several years before. And then I called her up and was like, hey, we're doing this crazy thing. You want to join us? She's like, say less. Of course.
And I mean, she was fantastic.
She was incredible.
Nobody
She
else
was.
has been her in any way, shape, or form.
Their chemistry is so incredible.
Mhm.
When they're on screen together, you can see the relationship that they have. You can see the years of sisterhood that these two people have together. Every nuanced reaction, like the way they're always just like fixing each other's stuff. They're sisters.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better
Mhm. I remember the scene where Liz is, she's crushed. She's in her room and she's lying down, and Sam comes in, and Liz doesn't want to come in, and Liz says, well, not Sam says, well, too bad. And so she just that's
Clap right now.
sisterhood. Yeah, yeah. And looking at locations, because I understand you've used locations in and around Kansas City area,
Yes.
and we're kind of fortunate to get to use some locations like the skating rink, for instance.
Yes. We filmed in Missouri in the Kansas City area, and then in Durango, Colorado, which were a lot of the exteriors, the bar, the Christmas store, the train station.
Train station.
The
exterior of the house.
The exterior of the house. I mean, Durango, Colorado just opened their doors to us thanks to our amazing producers that are there as well, Cornelius and Aiden Hurley.
With Animus Productions.
Yes.
Animus Cinema. Animus Cinema.
Yes. It would not have been doable without them. And in Missouri, we filmed the interiors of the house at my mom and stepdad's house. And we found, of course, we wrote an ice rink scene. And we got there and we were like, oh God,
How are we going to do this?
we have to have an ice rink. And we contacted a whole bunch of different local places, and one that was in Zona Rosa was like so excited, and they even shut down for the day, and we were filming there during the day, which
Wow.
they were so excited to have us there. Like honestly, the I've never had such a wonderful like community response in making a film, because I feel like in Los Angeles people are always like, oh, you're filming, like, they're like, everybody's filming something, and but people are so excited outside of Los Angeles that you're filming, and it was such a different experience to have, for sure.
We were so blessed by the generosity of these people, because this was a very low budget movie in terms of budget, and we would not have been able to do it had Zona Rosa not opened their doors, and Cornelius with Animus Cinema. He's the film director for the Durango Film Festival. The whole community came together to help us make this movie, and we're just blessed because the production value on it is amazing. You'd think this movie cost $1 million.
Yeah. I have to say, from my point of view, the naturalness that you were able to put in, the groundedness of the people and the environment was a pleasure. Sometimes Christmas movies can be a little bit too made up, everybody's makeup is perfect, everything is perfect, and this was people.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. And Michael, your black and white vignette, you have to tell me about that, because that was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment.
So that wasn't originally in the script. In the script, they have the almost kiss, which is standard for these kind of movies. You have the almost kiss, and then they part ways. And so that's what we did for the shot. But Casey, our cinematographer, really wanted for him just for him, not for the movie, just for him, to get a shot of us in front of this train kissing, because it's so nostalgic and just once in a lifetime shot. I mean, I'm printing it and I'm going to put it on my wall.
It's beautiful.
And so
It's
when
beautiful.
I edited the movie together, I just threw that in for funsies just to look at it. And I was like, oh, that's really good, because it's like, you know, it's a break from the story structure into this whimsical fantasy that she and maybe David are having of like what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And so I put it on there. I was like, oh, that's really good. But you know, it'd be better. You make it black and white. And I was so in love with it. And then I threw some Casablanca music on it and was like, oh my God. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, good.
It's perfect.
Yeah. And we
so
also
good.
only had one chance to do that as well, because we had one chance before, like as the train was leaving, to go do its evening experience, or like train ride. And so we had this one shot to do it, and we're doing the whole scene before, and then we know that the train's going to go, and just like we're kissing and then like breaking away and then kissing and then breaking away and then like trying to get as much as
we'll do the scene, she'll leave, she'll run back, we'll do the scene, then leave, run back, all the while like trains slowly moving and like causing us to go deaf.
Yeah.
It was a really high stakes moment.
It was so nerve-wracking.
Beautiful. Okay, Michael.
Yeah, a couple of little things that I'm a little upset about. A couple of our Facebook links quit streaming. So I'm sorry for people on Facebook that might have, it cut off at 19 minutes. I went and checked.
Oh, no.
So, but some of them are working, but all of our YouTube links are working. So that's good. But, you know, I'm hoping, you know, that they'll go, oh, I got to find it. You know, so hopefully they'll find it someplace else. But Michael, this is for you. How was it? Now, was this, and I can't remember, and I'm sorry, was this the first time you have fully directed a full-blown movie?
Yes. All the directing I've done up till now have been short films.
That's what I thought, yeah.
So this was my directorial debut.
Well, there you go. Did it stress you out any before, or did you just go, oh, I did little short ones, this will be fine, just put a couple shorts one together and here we get a big one?
You know, I'm the kind of person who dives head first in and I just figure it out. And so when fires pop up all around me, I don't like to stress about it. I just go, I can handle that. I can handle that. I'm going to ignore that. And hopefully it doesn't turn into a blaze. And when it does, I'll handle it. It'll be fine. And so it didn't really stress me out in terms of that. I think I do my best work when I'm surrounded by fires.
He does. Yeah. It was, I think, for both of us, I think the challenging thing was that we were doing more than one person's job because we were such a small crew. So it wasn't like he was just directing. He was also line producing and like all the call sheets and, you know, production coordinating.
Yeah.
Like,
but I would have been stressed had I not trusted the people that I brought on, the people that we had, the tiny crew that we had. They're all so incredible. And so I knew at the bottom of my heart that if something went wrong in that department, they got it. I don't have to worry about it. So I just focused on the things that I had to focus on.
Did you find it wonderful? I say just use wonderful that you had control in directing this project, since you and Molly had written it, slaved over it for 2+ years to get this thing out?
Wonderful is an understatement. We had shopped around the possibility of getting funding to make the movie instead of funding it ourselves. And that would have given away creative control. And, you know, it was such a special script to us that after talking it through, I didn't want to give it up. And I wanted to make this movie for us. And I wanted it to be everything that we are, and that wouldn't have happened if we weren't the ones in the driver's seat.
Yeah. Now, I'm probably going to steal either Liz's or Marcia's question, but I'm going to ask it now. This is difficult. Would you make a sequel?
A sequel of this specific movie, no. I think some stories should be,
Left alone.
Yeah.
But we have been discussing with Cornelius, the producer from Durango, the idea of we have several script ideas that we're tossing around that follow different characters from that movie,
From the
Yeah.
universe.
kind of like a cinematic world,
Yeah.
if you will.
Mhm.
One of them, he came up with a beautiful story about Teddy,
The
the
Uber,
Uber driver,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
and
That'd be
it
fun.
is.
Beautiful,
It's a heartfelt drama, unlike anything that you would expect.
Yeah.
And what we want to do in it is like that story follows Teddy, and then you might see one or two. You might see
Sam
one or two. Yeah, you might
or
see
Liz.
Sam or Liz. Doing something
Yeah.
as like, people cross paths.
Yeah.
And so. But regardless, we want to make one that follows Teddy. And so we're discussing the idea of actually putting that in motion.
Well, that's kind of almost is a sequel, really.
Yeah,
When you
it is
think
a
about it. Yeah,
Like backstory,
yeah. Well, expanding the universe.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Evergreen universe on Hallmark. It's all based off of, one storyline, and then as you expand out to all the different characters they met along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds really fun. So on that note, since I saw Liz's and Marcia's face, so I know I did steal the question. So I'm going to go to Liz.
Oh, that's okay.
So I won't steal any more from her. Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite parts of it was when everything got so messed up and everything, as far as last minute doing this and last minute doing that. And then there was the whole mix up with the caterer, and they wound up doing Mexican food. And that to me was actually one of the best parts. But between Sam's, all of her weird decorations, and if you look on Marcia's back screen, you'll actually see a flamingo that she's got decorated from that. Have you guys ever in your life just done something absolutely out of the box, non-traditional, and just kind of gone with it for Christmas? Different food, different decorations, whatever.
I'm a goth kid at heart, and so a lot of my Halloween decorations tend to be like pumpkins and stuff like that. You'll put a little Santa hat on it because I think they're just cute, and so a lot of spooky stuff gets reused for
Get
Christmas.
some Santa hats on it, Yeah.
You'd be the perfect Nightmare Before Christmas kid.
That's me.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, now that we kind of talked about the off of the other stuff, I have several questions for you. What would be your favorite holiday tradition that you would do?
That we do?
That or food or either or.
My favorite holiday tradition with my family, on Christmas, we make Swedish pancakes. And we've been doing that since I was very teeny tiny. And we play board games all day. That's all we do around Christmas is just board games.
Board games.
Yeah, board games.
Okay.
I always really like, oh, hello, sir. Our cat. We have a family tradition. We make bonbons. They're like orange bonbons. They're so good. It like feels very Christmas when we have the bonbons. Like, I was having a really hard time. I don't know what time of the year. It was nowhere near Christmas. And I was just having a really rough day. And Michael, we realized that my mom sent me home with this bag of bonbons that we made, and they were in the freezer. And Michael pulled out a bonbon, and I started sobbing because I was like, it was just.
This is Alphonse.
Yes, this is Alphonse.
Aww. He's so cute, except for the tail in your face, Michael. I'm going to run down a list of about 4 Christmas questions, specifically for you two. What is your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, that is so hard because I love so many Christmas songs. I really like, I guess the ones that first come to my mind are "Where Are You Christmas," "Mary Did You Know,"
Yeah, I love that one.
and then I really like "The Holly and the Ivy" as well.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh, there you go.
I had a feeling you were heading that way. Just from yeah. Okay. So, what's your favorite Christmas cookie if you have one?
Oh,
Not any, that your sister made on that. No.
Oh yeah, no. Michael's mom, I didn't actually know that this existed until we were together and we're doing Christmas together. They're these chocolate crinkle cookies. Oh my God.
I don't like them.
I love them.
My sister's favorite too.
Oh my God.
They're a German chocolate crinkle cookie. I think, I don't know what they taste like. To me, it's not chocolate.
It's
I
chocolate.
really hate them.
It has molasses in it.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
That's probably what's throwing him off with some molasses. That's an acquired taste.
Yeah, mine are, I forget what you call them. They're like the little peanut butter cookies that you push the Hershey Kiss down into.
Yeah, those are also
yeah, those are wonderful. Was it chocolate kiss drop something or other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For your trees, one, a live tree or a already prefab tree?
Prefab tree.
Prefab.
For sure. Yes. I feel like people are going to be upset about that answer, but man.
Well, it's funny. I grew up very close to a Christmas tree farm. So I would think to do, the Christmas trees because I love the smell of them. But as we've gotten older and the kids have grown up and everything, it's a lot easier just to do the prefab tree and the whole bit, and it's done.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a real tree.
I would, yeah.
Is it going to die before Christmas? Are there going to be bugs in it? I don't know.
Are my cats really going to eat it because it's real? Yeah.
Well, they probably already attacked the tree anyway. Cats are known for attacking trees.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good with the tree.
Yeah, well,
Are they?
not a real one.
That's true.
I've known people who've had to actually hang them upside down to keep the cats away from it, and that doesn't even help.
Oh my God.
So, and since we had talked about prefab trees, okay, so would you do a frosted prefab tree or a regular looking green tree?
I think a regular tree. The frosted ones, we have like little tiny mini ones. They can't be in the house like where the cats can get them because they will eat this weird frosting off of the tree. And the frosting also just gets everywhere. Like even the fake tree things get everywhere, but I feel like the frosting makes it everywhere as even more.
I like the way the frosted one looks.
I do too.
I would like to have some frosting on my tree. I can't.
I know, but the cats say no.
Well, maybe there's a way to make like real frosting that the cats could eat and spray it. Or a small tree just for Michael, maybe be able to do that.
Cats.
And maybe with cookie decorations or something.
Yes.
So it's cat and Michael friendly. Okay. And my final trivia question for this: what is your favorite Christmas movie? And no, it cannot be Tangled Up in Christmas.
Favorite Christmas movie. Oh, that's so hard. Do you have one?
Elf. And Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously.
Yeah. I really
Didn't like that.
I really love The Holiday. Yeah.
So in other words, you're taking the fifth and you'll take them all.
Yeah. No, the movie The Holiday with
Oh, The Holiday.
Yeah, with oh my gosh. I always watch It's a Wonderful Life. It's like a family tradition to watch it. It hits way harder as an adult.
Well,
Yeah.
on that one, I definitely want to say thank you so much, guys, for coming and sharing with us. And the movie was absolutely stellar. And I'm going to toss it over to Marcia.
Yeah, the movie was a lot of fun. I did rent it, and I'm going to wear it out my renting because it is so much fun. So thank you for creating a new holiday fun treat for everybody. The music. I wanted to talk about some of the music because Molly, you putting up the garland. Come
I didn't know
on.
I didn't know people noticed that.
Oh, we noticed.
I immediately,
What
I'm
you
like,
probably didn't realize either
Oh.
was that in the slow mo with the pinata, that's
yeah,
also Molly singing.
boy,
She,
she was wailing, that little girl, she was wailing at
I
that
know.
Oh, I
pinata.
know.
She was giving it what for. But
Molly sang all three parts of the flower duet for
oh
that.
wow, I will have to go back. See, you snuck that one in on me.
Yeah. But the putting up, it was really cool because when we were editing it in that moment, like, you know, it was in the slow mo, and I was like, I think this song, because it's such a classic song, and it's just funny to me, like that this song about flowers is playing while she's like destroying this thing, and it's like, da, 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 da. It's like just so beautiful. And I was like, it'd be so funny if that was in there, but like, you don't have the money to buy that song, like the record, so I was like, well, I could just sing it. So recorded it, and it's in there. And then the putting up the garland came as an inspiration whenever it's one of the montages where I'm decorating outside with garland. I start singing a little thing that's like, ain't nobody helping me, it's just me alone putting up garland. I was just like making something up. That was literally just made up on the spot as I was decorating in the moment. And then we were like, that'd be really funny if we made an original song that song is based on, that she's like singing. So that's what we did.
So we'll see the single released soon.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm watching Michael's face, and you can tell the affection he has for you is just so sweet. He's putting up the garland. Okay, Molly.
Garland. Yeah.
And I do want to tell you, I have watched, and read some of the reviews, and you are getting really great reviews.
Yeah,
Yes,
I haven't seen any of them yet.
one I even saw from the UK. So you're getting worldwide
Love that.
views. And they're really, I know you probably, after this is over, you go and look, but they're really, really, really
Well,
pleasant.
that's something that we're discovering this whole thing for distribution. This is all new to us, and one of the things that we've been told by our distributor was that reviews are the key factor to get the movie out there. The way all these streaming platforms, specifically Amazon, work is once you get your film on there, if it doesn't get reviews, it'll just collect dust. Once it gets so many reviews, it'll trigger the algorithm and then start recommending it to other people. And so those reviews are key.
Like the Amazon purchase review. So like you have to go, it's like another extra step because you can't review it on your TV. You have to go to your Amazon account, like on your computer, to basically review it as like a product. And then you can write a review and give like a star, So that will help it.
So we need the distributor told us we need around 50 for it to start triggering the algorithm. But the more reviews it gets, the more people it'll recommend to other people.
Yeah.
And
that was one thing, is how fans can help get this
That's how
movie.
you can help.
That's how you can help, is do the Amazon purchase review.
Excellent.
And share with friends and family. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to do that and be recommending that to all my family and friends. Thank you, as Liz said, for sharing with us. We loved having you before the movie. Now it's after the movie, and it's wonderful. Great holiday season edition. Michael?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that we have been looking forward to this ever since you both told us about this movie. I mean, and I got a kick out of Molly when you wrote me, and it was like, were you really serious that you wanted us back on? And it was like, yeah, we were serious.
Molly.
But you're not the only one that's done it. When we've asked people to come back, they don't believe us. We are serious. We wanted to do something for this movie. We really did, because we loved having you on before, and and we heard about this and we go, oh, this is going to be so, and it was right up Liz's alley.
Oh yeah, completely.
And then you named your character after her.
I know.
It was just like, it was supposed to be.
I made my happy background just for you.
I know. I love the flamingo background. Thank you.
I know. I was going to say, if you wind up getting all of a sudden like a jump into 1,000 views, that'll just be me.
I love it.
But on behalf of NDV Media and Talented Universe, thank you for coming. We'd love to have you come back again. I mean, and let us know what's going on. And we're serious. We'd love to have you both back on.
Thank you so much.
Talk about anything. Talk about non-movie stuff. Just talk about, anything. And then I will throw this up. Someone just posted something in the chat room.
Hi, oh my gosh, that's Joseph.
He plays
Bob. He's amazing. He's such a fantastic actor and an amazing human being. I love him so much. I'm so grateful that he was part of this movie. I mean, he made it just absolutely fantastic. There was also nobody else that could have played Bob the way that he did. So I'm so grateful that he was part of this movie.
Wonderful interview.
You're so sweet.
Love you guys too. You're making them cry.
No. He's also, I don't know. He's also an amazing engraver.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
He gave us these incredible, beautiful wine glasses engraved with Tangled Up in Christmas and everything.
Oh my.
Art. An artist.
An artist.
Oh wow. Well, I'll tell you something off air then. I'm not going to say it on air and make him whatever. But anyway, everyone, thank you all for coming. Please watch the movie, and let me throw up, our web page. So if you want to just click it and know right where it is, talented-universe.com. It's on the front page of the web page. So everyone, take care, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.